Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you with miracle number 78 in the 100 Miracles in 100 Days project. Let's just begin by taking a big, long, slow, deep breath in, filling up your belly and then your chest with air, breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth with a bit of a sigh. If you can't take big, deep breaths, then just do a soft, gentle one, but follow the breath in. Filling yourself right up with chi and then letting go of everything that's outside this moment. And if you can just continue that breath while we speak, there's some good source codes in my voice these last few days because I manifested my dream home with just 3 days to go and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you've been following the series, you'll know that a couple of days ago I manifested my perfect house that I hadn't been looking like crazily. I was waiting for it to come with me and just trying to work with the mind to create what my mind and my heart and my soul to create what I wanted. And it's basically how it happened. I ended up, finding somewhere where there was no other people going for the place through following my intuition. So, of course, now I'm madly run around trying to pack up. And my cat is calling to his sister, probably just because he wants to beat her up. But anyway, she's off hiding. Sorry about that. So and I think they're just feeling, they can tell something's up, I'm not sitting here meditating for 8 hours like I normally do. So I'm going to make today's miracle and then we'll do like more of a life hack on how to save your money, how to use God's gold light insurance to save your money. So it won't be long. And then at the end of this, I'm going to teach you how to connect the first step of the fifth dimension activation, connecting you to the earth and the sun and lining up all your meridian lines. And that'll be it for today. And just, show you how to effortlessly manifest when you're in that state. So if you could just keep breathing, if anything comes up for you, just keep breathing. And so I want to tell you about God's Gold Light Insurance, which I have been using for more than 3 decades. I do not recommend you do this if you have fear or if you believe that without it, some terrible things are going to happen. But the insurance industry makes tons and tons and tons and tons of money, and they're not very good at paying out when they need to. They make millions of dollars because people religiously, year after year, decade after decade, pay for health insurance, pay for car insurance, pay for house insurance, pay for whatever, A whole pile of people pay for all that, and then they go, oh no, we can't pay you because that's stormwater damage and not flood damage, like ridiculous stuff. So, but none of that matters to me because I use a thing called God's Gold Light Insurance, and it's this simple. I just go, God, can you put lots and lots of gold light around my house and keep it safe until I return? God, can you put lots and lots of gold light around my car and get me to wherever I'm going and home again safely? God, can you do this? But the essence of it is, God, can you put lots and lots of gold light around, whatever it is, and keep us safe until morning? Now, I also know how to use the fifth dimension to protect my property or whatever it is, even in times of flood, in times of fire. And I think I've mentioned this before, in the horrendous 2019-2020 fires, I was just just 1 kilometre west of where, well, I was, the kilometres were 1 kilometre west of where I was for 6 whole weeks. And occasionally they turned and came heading at the town site. But my job when I was there was to stop those fires taking out those 6,000 people. So once that happened, I'd stopped some earthquakes after the fires in the Black Saturday fires in Melbourne, or on the outskirts of Melbourne back in 2009, 2010. Might have been 2011, but I was around for those as well. And I didn't listen to the news back then, but when I woke up, I knew something had happened, and I turned on the news and then found that we'd lost 283 people to the fires. So just breathe for me, please. So do not use this if you're someone who believes you need insurance to be safe. But what I'm trying to suggest to you is you can save yourself a whole lot of money when you come into your own being, and you know that you're a source-like being, and you create your own reality, and you can keep your property safe, you can keep your loved ones safe, you can keep your car safe, then use God's Gold Light Insurance, and you'll save you a ton of money. So it was a common thing when you go into the bank a while back when they were getting all their stuff to sell, and they go, have you got insurance? I go, well, I have, but it's not some I paid for, and I don't think you could, because we've got excellent rates. I went, I just don't think you'll be able to beat the rates I've got because it's free. So just something to keep in mind. It's also just like if you're distressed, if someone tells you there's a tornado coming, if someone tells you there's fires or whatever, don't go into the panic of it. Just sit and pray and ask God to keep your property safe. And that's why in places like, so there was big fires in Tathra before the big fires on the south coast of New South Wales. Tathra, the 2 years before that, was in a small town there where a fire just charged into town. And you could see the people that had spiritual connections, because it was like, it will have wiped out 10 houses. The next person's house is okay. It went across the road and wiped up their neighbours across the road, then changed direction, came back to the street it was on and wiped out the rest of the houses in the street. People who put, circles of gold light around their house in the Canberra fires, the spiritual people spoke of a fire coming up to around the circle. There was other people that spoke about the fire roaring up to them, changing direction, going down the hill and taking out the next lot of houses. So that actually happened to me when I was doing the fires when I was in Ulladulla. I was praying that didn't get all the oldies in that street, and it was coming straight for Ulladulla, and I prayed for the wind to change directions, and it did. But I went down the hill and it took out 13 houses, but we didn't lose any lives. If it had been coming at Ulladulla, we would have done it. So I was like, oh shit, that didn't work. So the next time the fire was raging at us and we were evacuated, I prayed for the wind to stop. And then I sent out 40 text messages to anyone I knew who was spiritual and asked them just to pray. And it was extraordinary. The wind was howling at Ulladulla. It was howling. I could hear it. I was 2 kilometres away after I was evacuated down by the sea. And you could hear the wind howling, like really howling. Within 30 seconds of me sending the last text message, the wind just stopped. It just completely stopped. You are so much more powerful than anyone has ever told you. They don't want you to know you've got this friggin' power. Because while you're weak, you're spending all your money on bloody useless things like insurance, in my humble opinion. I mean, how many people do you know go out and take injury insurance, and then next thing they break their leg and they go, oh, thank God I took it. No, you bloody broke your leg because you did take it, in my humble opinion. What you see is what you create. See it and you'll believe it, not believe it and you'll see it as no, see it. See it and you'll believe it, or believe what I don't know what that saying is, but if you can, so therefore if you go take injury insurance and you break your leg, it's because you manifested that, in my humble opinion. So anyway, I just want you to know you're more powerful than you'll ever know. God's Gold Light Insurance. Strong recommendation. Once you start to step into your power, you can drop all those ridiculous fees and save yourself some money. And tomorrow I might help you, show you how to raise your frequency to bring more money in. So, but today, that's it for today. Got to run. We're on on a schedule here. And just breathe for me, please. Just breathe. Okay, so if you just imagine that you're breathing in and connecting to the sun, and then breathe out and connect into the sun, and breathe in then and bring the energy down from the sun through your crown. Let it flood every one of your 100 trillion cells and 100 trillion telomeres, and take the last 5% down into earth. Then just bring that earth energy back up. And that's the first step of my fifth dimension meditation. When you line yourself up, so bring the energy down from the sun, breathe it out into your body, and take the last 5% down into the core of Mother Earth and tie that energy around Earth. Breathe in and bring all that energy from Earth back up. And bring that earth energy, breathe it out into your body. Take the last 5% up to the sun. Breathe in and breathe out into the earth. Breathe in, bring earth energy up. Take the last 5% up to the sun. Now, doing that for just 20 minutes a day, even if you just did that first step, it lines up all your meridian lines, and you will be surprised at how much just doing that one step bring yourself into alignment. So just breathe for me, please. And if you're keen, if you see stuff happen like the lovely lady who manifested $36,000 a year, and you want to come and do my Become a Powerful Fifth Dimension Spiritual Activator training, the details will be below on this video once I load it. And please just contact me through my website, www.elmaraseraphim.com. We will be starting in April. The cost is $2,222. When it comes back online as an online course, it'll be $2,888. But this one will be the only one that's live. So just breathe for me, please. And we would love you to join us. It'll only be a small class. We have weekly sessions with me, weekly Q&A or Ask Me Anything sessions, so it's going to be fabulous. I'm just sending you a bit of fifth dimensional energy now. Just a short 1 minute blast. And it's in this place where you're connected to the earth and the sun that you can just ask, how can I manifest $10,000 a month? How can I get a pay rise? How can I have a fit and healthy, strong and powerful body? How can I manifest my soulmate, etc., etc. It's all about frequency. And focus on your breath. Bring your awareness always into your breath. That'll fill your body with chi. Okay, gorgeous beings of light, that's us done for today. Sending you so much love and blessings, and bye for now.